Cats on Parade. Now, you've heard the saying, you can't teach an old dog new tricks, but the fact is, with some love, consistency, and a lot of more love, you can train any dog. And in honor of National Train Your Dog Month, we have our very own specialist from Arizona Humane Society, our lead dog trainer, Denise Smith. Denise, thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Of course, yeah. So if someone is looking to begin to train their dog, what are some of the basic commands and equipment that they might use?
Oh, some of my favorites. I always use sit and stay in my house, plus leave it, and come when called. Those are kind of my essentials. In our basics class, we go over all of those, in addition to things like lay down, drop it, loose leash walking, and many other things that you'll take away from classes like that.
Of course. Now, before you even start training, it's really important to know the different signs that your dog has. So, like, canine body language is obviously very important. Can you tell us about some of the more positive looking signs in our dogs versus like the more shy ones, like our little Truman right here?
Absolutely. So a comfortable dog is going to have a very loose body, possibly a wagging tail, a very soft face, so not any wrinkles or pulled back lips. Their ears are usually going to be straight down, kind of floppy ears, or out to the side. You can see Truman here, who is a little nervous. His ears are going straight back, almost touching the back of his head or his neck. And that is a sign that he's nervous, as well as his tail that's being tucked underneath his body. Some other things, like you can see a little bit of stiffness in his body. It shows us he's a little bit nervous, looking away from people or not engaging or interacting with them as much. But I do think Truman has a lot of hope. He'll just need a nice, calm home so he can come around.
Of course, and this is his first time on TV, so of course he's nervous. Who wouldn't be?
Stage fright.
Yes, stage fright. We all have it. So positive reinforcement, I've heard, is actually more of a positive thing to use. Can you tell us some examples of positive reinforcement?
Absolutely. That's my favorite. So we have a bunch of stuff here. I have my package of treats. I have a little can of spray cheese, which always gets the dogs excited, and that's what I'm looking for. My handy little treat bag, so I don't get treats all over my pockets, and a clicker. A clicker just makes a little tiny noise, and that's about it. It just tells your dog exactly when they've done something right, just like saying good boy or good girl. But yeah, you can really help a dog like Truman really get engaged with you with some positive reinforcement. We're going to be rewarding him for everything he does. He comes up to a person and says hi, he gets a big pat, or a treat would be even better.
I mean, I definitely like treats too, so
yeah.
I'm on Truman's side. Now, some people think training your dog is just for convenience, but it can also be for the dog's safety as well. Can you tell us about some of the commands that are important for the dog's safety?
Yeah, absolutely. And there are a couple of my favorites. So leave it. Basically, leave it means we're teaching our dog not to touch things or pick things up and put them in their mouth. So all of those crazy things you find while out on a walk, like garbage or even going up to cactus, things like that, you can just give your dog a simple cue that tells them, hey, hold on a second, don't put everything in your mouth, and have a little bit of safety there, but also for in the home when you drop maybe some food on the floor or things like that. My other one is come when called. And for obvious reasons, I'm sure a bunch of us have had our dogs slip out the door or anything like that, and just having a really good cue, something really solid, you can just call your dog back to you and get him back into safety.
Of course, especially around New Year's when we see a lot of influx of animals running away, it's definitely important to have them to know come. So if someone is interested in getting a training class at the Arizona Humane Society, what would you suggest that they do?
I highly recommend our basics class. It's a simple 4-week program, so you'll just come once a week for an hour each week, and we're going to teach you all of those good basics to have, like the sit and the down, the stays, the come when called, and leave it, of course. Our other classes we have a wide range, so basic, intermediate, advanced. We even have some fun ones like tricks and agility for fun, or scent games, where you can teach your dog to find certain scents. And one of our more popular classes, if your dog reacts to other dogs while walking on leash, like barking or being scared or just overexcited, it's called Reactive Rover, and we can help get your dog back in a calm state while seeing other dogs.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Absolutely.
We really appreciate it. Make sure you guys stay tuned. We're going to introduce you to little Truman right here, coming right up.